Good morning, everyone. Welcome back once again for another amazing course for Platinum members. Before I start, is my voice clear to all of you? Just give me a quick thumbs up. Yes, okay, voice looks clear. Let's see if my video is also doing good. And coming on video now. All right, let's see if my video is also clear. Just doing a quick testing with all of you. Audio, video, everything good? I'm going to open up my chat for everybody. Everyone type in clear if both is clear, like the audio is clear, the video is clear, there's no problem at all. Should we continue? Looks like we should continue. All right, awesome. So excited Platinum members, today is another amazing, powerful bonus for all of you. Something which you had not planned for when you decided to join Platinum. But as I said, my promise to you is helping you achieve 10 years of success within 1 year. And that is why every few months, whenever I feel based on your questions that there is something that you're missing, I keep adding that based on my experience to Platinum program, so that even though we had not promised that to you as part of what you paid for, we want to keep adding more and more and more value, so that every time you receive this value, you realize that you're getting 10 times more compared to what you pay for. My objective, my commitment is always to give you 10 times more than what you paid for, so that you never feel that Platinum was expensive for you. And that is why we always keep it as one-time investment for the rest of your life. So Platinum members, I hope you're excited. And those of you who are non-Platinum members today, the reason we have allowed all of you to be part of the YouTube course today is because this is my sweet conspiracy towards all of you. I like to call it conspiracy because my conspiracy is I want you to be successful. I want you to make money. I want you to be rich, so that one day you come back and you be part of our Platinum membership, so that we can all live life. What standards? Everybody show me your hands. Platinum standards, because nothing less than that is acceptable. Now, many of you don't know what is Platinum membership, so I'm not going to confuse you anymore. We'll talk about what is Platinum membership tomorrow, little before lunch. But today, the first lesson is free for all the members who are on YouTube today, to give you clarity on what kind of power this YouTube course can have in your life. After the first lesson, you will have an opportunity to officially join the Zoom course by clicking on the link that my team members will give you in the YouTube live. Click on it, make the payment at the final stage, so that then you can be part of the full course, which is today and tomorrow. One more point. This is the first and final recording of YouTube Live. I am live right now, but this will be the first and final recording. I will not be reshooting this because I'm doing this only for Platinum members. Any questions, any support after the course is only for Platinum members, because like I said, I'm specially creating this program only for Platinum members. But non-Platinum members, you're welcome to attend this course for 2 days live if you have already paid for it and you're part of Zoom right now, so that you make a lot of money, you help a lot of people, you influence a lot of people, and you live life Platinum standards. With that, before we start, I'm going to quickly play a small video for you, which is an introduction of what Platinum membership is. Recently, about a few months ago, we had done a program in Pune, which we do only once in a year, called Platinum Fast Track, or One Day Miracle Meet. In that One Day Miracle Meet, our objective is to create a miracle in 1 day in Platinum members' lives. We always call it One Day Miracle, but now it's kind of become a 2 day miracle meet, because now people are coming there for generally 2 days. So I'm showing you a summary of what we did during those 2 days. New Platinum members who did not come for the One Day Miracle Meet because you had not joined by then, raise your hands if you have not gone through the One Day Miracle Meet yet. No? Okay, would you like to have a glimpse of what we covered there, what we enjoyed there? So here we go. To give you a little FOMO, so that the next time there is a Platinum One Day Miracle Meet, you definitely schedule yourself and be there for the yearly meet. Here we go. Let's go through a quick summary of the One Day Miracle Meet. The reason you're not, the only thing that stops us from growing in our career is, first, we are emotionally locked. The reason you're not making money is because you're not thinking about adding value and skills, you're thinking about making money.
I always felt unwanted. My relationships were all messed up, even with my family, my husband, my kids, everywhere.
The universe aligned with me and I joined Platinum. After that, something 360-degree changes I can see in my life. By chance, I met Mitesh.
Now the game is on.
Let's hear it for Mitesh and Induji. Thank you so much for that.
Indu, thank you for giving us all your love and helping us remain completely in love all the time. Thank you very much. So let's give Imran a big round of applause for this.
Stop being consumers, you need to become contributors right now.
So can we please stand up together and give a big round of applause to the Modit sir. Let's learn how to multiply money from an honest investor. Come on.
The way you can manage your money, nobody else can.
When you have that level of art towards your skills, nothing in the world stops you from making money. If you are in crazy love with your craft, nothing in the world will stop you from adding value in today's life.
It's given me a structure to actually identify that, what are my emotional patterns and how do I change it.
Mitesh promises 10 years success in 1 year. I'm already seeing results in first 6 months.
So after coming to IMK, the first thing that happened was my money consciousness went high.
And if I talk about an upgrade in terms of my career, I doubled my income.
You don't take your success with you. You don't even take your failures with you. You take your emotional experiences with you. Go from this miracle meet this time behaving like a billionaire. No more small thinking. No more desperation. No more feeling where will I get the money from. If you could get more conscious about your decisions, you could be more careful of where your life goes. And if you really genuinely do that exercise, when you see yourself on the deathbed, you have tears thinking, wow, what a life I lived. The strongest force in human psychology is to be aligned with one's own identity.
Now, emotion cannot be understood. It has to be experienced.
Every problem is a sign for me to upgrade my skills.
Money frequency बहुत down थी, approx earning 40-50,000, but after joining the platinum, today earning more than 2 lakh rupees.
I was suicidal. After joining, everything just changed.
I had a 2.5 crores debt in my housing loan and 1.2 crores in personal loan. From there, today fast forwarded, I cleared all the 3.7 crores debt. And first time, I had a 2.2 crores of amount in my account.
So I'm really thankful to Mitesh sir, and I'm really thankful to Indu ma'am also, because she actually taught me what real self-love is.
So if you haven't trained yourself to be consciously growing powerful, you've already unconsciously trained yourself to go weak. You joined Platinum not because you just want to be happy, because you want to upgrade your skills.
If you are thinking about joining Platinum membership with Mitesh sir, don't have a second thought. Just jump into it.
I feel like that Platinum is like an ocean. Just go ahead.
I am unstoppable!
Feel, think, believe, and act like a billionaire. All right, so that was a quick summary of what we did during the Miracle Meet. How many of you were there? Type in I if you were there in the Miracle Meet, and if this brought back a lot of your memories back for you. Awesome. So let's begin today with another program that will help you achieve 10 years of success within 1 year, which is the YouTube Wealth Generator course. Now, why am I even introducing this course? Here is why. Today, making money is all about helping people. It's always been about that. But when we talk about helping people, the problem is, where do we find these people? Once upon a time, when you wanted to make money, you had to open up a shop. And you had to wait for people to come in your shop so that you can add value in their life. Or you could do a job, and there people give you some work, and you do the work for them, and you make the money. This was the only ways in which you could make money earlier. We are living in one of the luckiest times of humanity, because we are living in the times of social media right now. Some people say this is the curse, but I believe this is also a blessing. Type in blessing if you agree. Social media is also a blessing for us. It has connected today 3 billion people all over the world on social media, giving us access to unlimited people in the world. Which means, again, coming back to the definition of making money. How do you make money? Everybody take your hands like this. Say, I offer you something of value, and then you give me money, correct? But for me to offer value to somebody, somebody has to be there in front of me. And if somebody is not there in front of me, who do I offer value to? YouTube is a place where you can actually offer value to people who are billions in numbers out there. Now, the point is you need to know how to reach them. Most people don't know how to reach them. That's what I'm about to teach you today based on my experience. First, disclaimer. Two disclaimers. Disclaimer number one. What I have been achieving has also backed up by 20 years of my experience. I have personally invested more than 1 crore in multiple YouTube courses, gurus, consultants, and agencies over a period of last many, many years. So my results are based on all that background. Will I be able to transfer 100% same results to all of you? Not sure. So remember that my results come with my background experience also. Okay. The second disclaimer is extremely critical, that the results in this workshop always depends on one person more than me. Who is that one person? It's you. The more you take, the more you'll get results. It's the same workshop, which is the same YouTube Wealth Generator course that you are attending. There are more than 450 people right now attending here on Zoom. Each person will get different results. How many of you agree with that? Type in yes in the chat window if you agree. Each person will get different results. Why? The difference is not me. I am not the special person here. This course is not the special program here. You are the special person. How much results you will get out of this workshop will completely depend on you. Third disclaimer and the final, which is those of you who are not part of Platinum, you will get the recordings after Monday once the live course is complete today. But remember that as part of the small investment that you have made, you're only getting the recordings and this one-time live batch. All future support, because YouTube is a place where there is a lot to work on and you have to constantly keep working on your game in YouTube. You can't say, okay, I've learned everything, now that's it, there's nothing more to apply. There's constant learning required, and that kind of support system I can only provide to Platinum members. So those of you who are not Platinum, please don't feel bad. This is not something I'm doing to keep away from you, but what I can offer to Platinum, I can only offer to Platinum. So I just want you to know very honestly, after the course is complete, you will get the recordings for lifetime, but the support system is only for Platinum members. Please type in clear if this is clear and if this is being honest with you. The best I could do for you is give you permission to be part of this workshop, which is actually designed only for Platinum. So with the disclaimers done, let's do a recap of what we learned in lesson number 1 in the first part where I invited you for this program of YouTube. When we talk about creating YouTube videos, you right now are getting into a relationship with YouTube. Everybody type in the word partnership in the chat window. If you are becoming my partner, it means you want me to help you, but it also means something else. Yes, I want you to help me. That's why I'm making you my partner. But it also means what? I also need your help. Can I say partnership is one way or two way? Tell me that in the chat window quickly. It's a two-way game, right? So in a way, can I say that you have a partnership right now with YouTube to make money, to reach billions of people, to grow, to influence people? Is it a partnership between us and YouTube right now? It is. The problem is there are two types of relationships. Everybody write this down. There is a win-lose relationship and there is a win-win relationship. Now, what is a win-lose relationship? Where I get everything, you get nothing. I get everything, you get thinga. Now, do you want others to have a win-lose relationship with you? No, obviously not. So, what kind of a relationship lasts in the world? Win-lose relationships never last. They eventually end up divorcing each other. They don't give each other anything. So the relationship that really lasts are called as win-win. Win-win means I also win, you also win. So if you're getting into a partnership with YouTube and you want YouTube to help you win, take a notepad, take a blank page, write down on the note on the top of the page YouTube, and tell me, what does YouTube need for the first time? Instead of thinking, what do I need from YouTube all the time? Most people would start a YouTube course by saying, okay, what do I need from YouTube? I get that. We will get there. But in a partnership, it's always good to start with what the other person needs first. So can you tell me, what does YouTube need from you? Great content, okay, please write it down. YouTube wants great content from you. Does YouTube want poor content from you or great content from you? There's a distinction here. There is a difference here. YouTube doesn't want just content. YouTube wants great content from you. Why? Why does YouTube want great content from you? How does it matter to YouTube? Because the greater your content, the more people will see it. YouTube wants majority people to come to YouTube as their first source of knowledge and today even entertainment. When YouTube started, they started with the idea of only knowledge. Today, YouTube wants to dominate the entertainment world. How many of you agree that probably more people watch YouTube today for entertainment than people watch Netflix also? People watch TV also. People watch movies in a theater also. How many of you agree with that, right? People are going more to YouTube for entertainment. Well, then what does YouTube want? They want viewership. Now, only great content can bring them viewership. But is that all they want? They want more viewers, that's it? So, oh, hold on. Before viewers, they want two kinds of content, which I just told you. What are the two kinds of content they want? They want education, right? They want people to be educated through their channel, which is what their primary objective was many years ago when they started YouTube in the first place. But their second option is entertainment. There is a third option which YouTubers have kind of created nowadays, which is a combination of education and entertainment. We call it edutainment. Where you educate people, but you also entertain people, which means you create videos in such a way that it becomes fun for people, but you're also educating. Like for an example, our workshops many times are sometimes in the middle of edutainment, which means we are educating you, but we're also trying to entertain you at the same time so that you remain engaged. But basically two types of content, education or entertainment. Now listen to me carefully. You have to decide. You're going to be which partner for YouTube? You're going to be the educator, you're going to be the entertainer. Which part are you going to be? Example, who do you think I am in both these categories? Am I in the education domain or am I in the entertainment domain? I am in the education domain. I may use edutainment as a method, which means I use entertainment as a combination sometimes, but the domination factor always remains. I am in the category of education. Mr. Beast comes in which category? Mr. Beast. He comes in the entertainment category, correct? Then there is this one channel which does videos on mobile reviews. Anybody knows? He's a guy from Dubai. His channel is very, very famous. And he always makes videos on how technically some mobile is good or not good, or some things are good or not good. He's called as Technical Guruji. Anybody remembers? And he always starts his video with an anchor, he always says, Chalo, shuru karte hain. Anybody remembers his videos? Now that Technical Guruji comes into which domain again? Education or entertainment? Comes into education. So you have to first decide, guys. You want to be who? Do you want to be in the education world or do you want to be in the entertainment world? You can, again, I'm repeating, use entertainment a little bit to educate, but you're remaining in the education world. Make a decision on your own right now. Where do you want to be? Why is that? Which world is always going to be bigger on YouTube? The education world or the entertainment world? Tell me that in the chat window. Which world is always going to be bigger? No, not both. One is going to be bigger. Tell me which one. The entertainment field is always going to be bigger. Believe it or not. Human beings will do more efforts to get entertained than to get educated. That's the reality of life. So if Mr. Beast has got 100 million views on one video, can I expect the same performance even if I am as good as Mr. Beast at creating videos, but in the education domain, can I get 100 million views on my video? Give me yes or no. No. It would be stupidity to expect that because so many people are not interested in it. It's as simple as that. So yes, the education domain is going to be smaller, but it's big enough for us to be billions in it. But first you have to stop comparing yourself with the entertainment channels. How many of you promise that right now? Write it in your notepads. I promise to stop comparing myself with entertainment channels if I am an educator. Now, if you have decided to be an entertainer, then here is my question. How many of you have decided to be an entertainer, by the way? Type an I, and that's okay, by the way. You can be a stand-up comedian, you can make entertainment related funny videos, and you can make money on that also. Okay, but then you need to write this down. I promise not to compare myself with education channels. What do I mean by that? Who will get more views? Education or entertainment? Once again, views. Who will get more views, more subscribers? Entertainment. Who will get more respect and more money? Who will get more respect and more money? Education. Why? Do you know the maximum amount of money spent in a country other than ammunition is on what? It's education. Every household of every family all over the world has to spend money on school. Yes or no? Because education is a must. Now, just like that, some parts of education is now becoming a must. So, education will give you respect, education will give you money, but don't expect entertainment and that entertainers will get the same. So, if you are an entertainer, stop comparing yourself with education. Everybody clear? So, in your partnership with YouTube, don't have a confusing partnership. Be very clear. Who am I in my partnership with YouTube? I'm very clear. Bhaiya, I am an educator. So do I feel bad if I see an entertainer creating a video on YouTube or a short and has 100 million views, but my video has only 1 lakh views, which is 100,000 views? Do I feel bad about it anymore? No. Why not? Because I know what I get as an educator. I know what entertainers get as entertainers. Entertainers will get zero money sometimes, whereas educators can get millions out of that one video. Just day before yesterday, one of our platinum members was sharing on DMP. I think her name is Kirti. She said that she changed a little style of making her YouTube shorts, and for the first time one of her videos went viral, and she said calls are not stopping. She's getting calls on calls to hire her as a life coach. Her calendar is all booked for the next month. Do you think this will happen if you make a video on how Gabbar Singh killed Amitabh Bachchan? Will people respect you for this and give you money for this? Hello? No. But do you think the education video will get more views, which he made, or the Gabbar Singh video will get more views? Which one will get more views? Actually, the Gabbar Singh will get more views because entertainment always works more. So be clear about what you're giving in your partnership to YouTube. The third point in your partnership that YouTube needs from you is this. They want revenue from you. Write this down. They want revenue from you. Now, how will you give them revenue? When you create great content and you're clear that, okay, I'm an educator or I'm an entertainment. When people watch your video 100% or majority of your video they watch, only then YouTube is able to show them something which gives YouTube money. What is that? Tell me that answer in the chat window. Ads, simple as that. So if YouTube makes money only through one source, which is ads, should you keep monetization on your channel? Type in yes or no. Yes. Now why is that? If you're not keeping monetization on your channel, eventually what are you saying to YouTube? Here is what you're saying. I want to use your platform. I want to use your viewers. I want to use your audience. I want to use your servers. But in return, I will not let you make money from me. Now, there are many YouTubers who say with a lot of pride, we don't monetize our channel. We give content to people for free. Fair, I get that, which is good. But then the point is, would you reach millions of people without YouTube? No. So should YouTube get some benefit from your interaction with people? Type in yes or no. Yes, YouTube should get benefit. This is what I call a win-win relationship. So from today onwards, instead of thinking, how can I make more money from YouTube? Start thinking, how can YouTube make lots of money from me? The more YouTube makes money, the more YouTube will make you money. Which means what? How will you make money as an educator mostly? If your videos go viral, if more and more people watch your education videos, they give you money, they give you respect. But for your videos to go viral, YouTube decides whether your video is shown to majority people or not. Now for YouTube to show your video to majority people, YouTube has to be happy. How many of you remember this movie called Mr. India by Anil Kapoor and Amrish Puri? And there was a beautiful dialogue in that movie which became more famous than Anil Kapoor's dialogue. Anybody remembers what that dialogue was? Mugambo khush hua. Now in this game, Mugambo is YouTube. If Mugambo khush nahi hua, you will not go viral, I guarantee you that. So how do you go viral? Make Mugambo khush, make Mugambo happy, which means let YouTube make money, please. Is everybody clear about this? From today onwards, your number one objective. Ask yourself, मैंने YouTube को कितना पैसा कमा के दिया? How much money did I help YouTube generate in revenue? If that was a wow perspective, tell me wow in the chat window, that from today onwards, instead of thinking like a beggar, okay, how much money I can make from YouTube, I'm thinking how much money am I making for YouTube? Is that cool? That's how I think about YouTube. Okay, then it's not a win-lose relationship. Then it's what kind of a relationship? Win-win. Now the question you'll ask is, but Mitesh, how do I help YouTube make more money with ads? One simple strategy. All the content that you create, there is something in video called, in YouTube analytics, called as video retention. Everybody write this down. AVD. AVD. This is a technical term that you must understand about your YouTube channel. AVD means average video duration. Average video duration. So if 100 people watch your video, average how many people have gone through the video by now? Example, if your video is made of 5 minutes and majority people watch the video only for 1 minute, is YouTube Mugambo khush hua? Happy or not happy? No, YouTube is not happy, because YouTube is not able to show them what? In 1 minute, YouTube can't show them ads. So if YouTube can't show them ads, YouTube can't make money. So YouTube is not happy. So here is what YouTube done in the background in the algorithm. This is a recap for those of you who've already gone through this. In the background, YouTube has access to these billions of people that YouTube has email addresses, IP addresses, internet connection connected to their laptops. YouTube has access to all these, let's say 1 billion people. The moment one person uploads a video, YouTube shows that one video only to 100 people first as a sample. And then YouTube will check AVD, average view duration of your particular video. If your AVD is very high, like let's say out of 100% of the audience, 70% audience is watching the video completely or almost till the end of it. Is YouTube happy or not happy? Is Mugambo happy or not happy? Very happy. So now from 100 people, they will test to create this video to 500 people. Out of 500 people, if 300 people watch it, YouTube is very happy. Average view duration is higher. It will now promote your video to 1,000 people. Again, if out of 1,000 people, only 200 people watch your video completely, is again YouTube happy or not happy? Not happy. So will YouTube promote your videos beyond 1,000 people? No, it will not. Now, how you convince YouTube to promote your videos to millions of people is what we're about to teach you today. But the formula understands the basics of AVD. Create content that makes people fully complete the content as much as possible. The finishing rate of your video has to be very high. Very high chances. So when you create a video, ask yourself, will people watch this video till the end? If the answer is yes, then promote that, then upload that video, because then people will watch that video. The second way in which YouTube knows whether your videos are working, whether your videos are not working, whether they should show ads on your videos, whether they should not show ad on your videos. Does anybody remember, I told you this in the webinar when you came for the first time, I'm doing a recap on that. First is the AVD. How many people watch, how much part of your video. The second part is called a shareability. Everybody write this down, shareability. Let me show you quickly. If you right now see my channel, so let's say I'm sharing my screen with you and I go to my channel. Okay. Now, as you see right now, this video is going on how to start a YouTube channel. Now let's say there is this particular video called Transform Your Life. So when you click on the video, you click on it. Now at the bottom of the video here, there is a share button. Do you see this share button here? If people click on the share button, they literally copy it and they send it to people on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on other channels like Twitter or Pinterest or any other channel. What does it mean? If somebody sharing a video by taking so much efforts, what does it mean? They love the content. So this is called word of mouth transfer. Word of mouth transfer. I told you this in the webinar also. The only way movies become hit is two ways. How much time people spend time inside the theater. If the audience is inside the theater and the AVD of the video is less, which means in the middle of the movie they say yaar nahi dekhna and they come out. Is it a flop or is it a hit? Give me a quick word in the chat window. That's a flop movie. Second, if the AVD is very high, 99% people who go inside the theater stay inside the theater. But now, in the middle of the movie, interval time, people go on their mobiles, and if they start sharing messages on social media or to their friends or to their family on WhatsApp saying, I am in the middle of this movie, it's an amazing movie, and they take a picture of the screen on the theater and they send it to their friends saying, kya movie hai yaar, aana chahiye yahan pe. How many of you did this with Bahubali? Type an I if you did this with Bahubali. Where you watched the movie and you told your friends, yaar, definitely watch this movie. Now that is called shareability. When somebody shares your video, you can be guaranteed YouTube will promote your video to other people. It will go from 1,000 people to 2,000 people, 2,000 people to 5,000 people. Why? It is always checking for this two matrix. These are two magical matrix. Write down these two magic matrix. AVD and shareability. AVD means how many people share, how many people complete how much part of your video. That's the average view duration. And shareability means how many people click on that share button and transfer. Now question, how much role do you think today subscribe button has in your video going viral? Can you make a guess? Can you make a guess? How much percentage does that play a role? 30%, 40%? Give me a percentage in the chat window. To be very honest, 0. I'm not even saying 10%. 0. How many of you are surprised by that? Want to know the logic behind it? Here is the logic. Today, since the last 10 days, how many channels do you think you must have scrolled? Give me the answer in the chat room. And I'm saying 10 days. While you're watching videos, how many channels do you think you have seen? Approximately. You're watching one video, then it suggests another channel, then you go on that video, then it suggests another channel, then you go into that video. How many such channels do you must see? 100? You have no idea. Go to your YouTube history and check the number of videos that you've seen. Not now, don't do it now. But if you go to the YouTube video, you'll find out an average human being goes through a minimum of 500 to 700 channels in a week. Type in crazy if you think this is crazy. 500 to 700 channels in a week they are going through because you're constantly scrolling, right? So every time you click on a new video, it's probably to a new channel. Now this means, do you really care anymore of specifically going to that person's channel whose video you have subscribed to? No. Why? Because you have got 500 channels to scroll through. So now, question is this. If subscribers are not important, then what is important? The only thing that is important is whose videos do you watch more? That's it. Now, how would I know whose video do you watch more? Here is the best way. If YouTube is showing you that video again and again, it means you're watching that video more. It's as simple as that. Example. How many of you have observed, if by mistake you look at some, let's say you were in the kitchen, you're in your house, okay? And your wife said, "Aaj main khana nahi bana rahi, tum banao." And you're like, oh my God, ab kya karu? Now, many people during an emergency situation like this go to YouTube and say, "Bhaiya, Maggie kaise banaye?" Some people don't know how to make Maggie also. So they go to YouTube and they look for it. And now, after you have done making that recipe and you've probably made your wife happy or upset depending on your recipe, from tomorrow when you go to YouTube, what is it showing you? Recipes. How many of you have seen that happening? And specifically different type of Maggi recipes. Yes or no? Now you're like, अरे हो गया मेरे को नहीं बनाना मैगी कुछ और दिखाओ. But how does YouTube know that? The more you watch a particular type of video to the end, the more YouTube will show you that. So I purposely take care of this. If I don't want YouTube to show me a particular type of video when I'm scrolling YouTube, I never click on it. Because once I click on it, that data has gone to YouTube. Now YouTube will show me those kind of videos again and again and again. How many of you, by the way, be honest with me, are irritated with some of the kind of recommendations that you get from YouTube? And you say, "Arey, mujhe nahi dekhna ye video." Type an I if you're irritated. Okay, I'll tell you why you're getting videos recommendations more and more. You're clicking on it. Stop clicking on it. In fact, there's one more trick you can do. When you see that video in your history, you have 3 dots over there. Click on that and say, don't show me this type of videos anymore. The more you do that, it will remove that from your data and it will start showing you only content which are relevant to you. Now, question is this. If the algorithm is showing 1,000 people the same video again and again and again and again and again, it means those 1,000 people are definitely watching that video or that type of videos more, and they are sharing those type of videos more. Everybody clear? This is how you go viral. Always think about how can I create great content, which is something that people can complete. The completion ratio has to be very high. And the second, what has to be very high? The shareability has to be very high. And YouTube will test it, by the way. They will not stop at even 1,000 people. At even 5,000 people, they will test it. At 10,000 people, they will test it. At 100,000 people, they will test it. Many of my videos have stopped at 1 lakh views. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? From those 1 lakh people, do you think majority people have seen the video and shared the video? Majority. From those 1 lakh people? No. That is why that video is not going from 1 lakh to 2 lakhs to 2 lakhs to 5 lakhs. Everybody clear now? Now, how do we take it from 1 lakh to 2 lakhs? How do we take it from 2 lakhs to 5 lakhs is what I'm going to teach you today. When you're creating that content for people, it is very critical that when you're creating content for people, what I told you in the webinar, I'm going to recap that because that's a very important point for you. Always create content only for one person in mind, which is one type of audience. Decide kar lo, who's your audience? One type of audience. Or at least in that particular video, which kind of audience? And not just in that particular video. Overall, who is your video about? Overall, who is your channel about? Now, why is that so critical? I did not tell you those details in the webinar. The reason that is critical is YouTube needs to have clarity that which kind of people should I show to this channel. But here is what happens. Sometimes you make a video on how to buy a mobile. Sometimes you make a video on hope, nope, no. Sometimes you make a video on tarot reading. Sometimes you make a video on astrology. Now, who's getting confused here? Everybody type in my partner. Yeah, you always have to think of YouTube as your partner. My partner is getting confused. Yaar, isko kya type ke customer la ke do? How many of you are getting what I'm saying now? The YouTube is, as an algorithm, getting confused. Who do I send to this guy? Should I send tarot interested people? Should I send law of attraction interested people? Should I send science interested people? Should I send mobile buying interested people? Who should I send? That is why YouTube gets confused. The good thing is this, if you select one type of people, there are millions of every type of people. I repeat, if you select one type of people, there are millions of the same type of people. So right now you make a decision. What type of people are you interested in? Like in my case, can you tell me who do I talk to on YouTube? What is my type of one person that I talk? And don't think of people. Don't think of category of people. Just think of one person. Can you tell me what one kind of person am I talking to? I am talking to any individual who's interested in the topic of law of attraction and manifestation, period. Are you clear, everybody? Now here is the issue. Does that narrow down my audience a little bit? Yes, it does. It does. But does that give me respect and money also? Yes, it does. See, entertainment is not narrow. Show me with your hands, everybody. Entertainment is what? Show me your hands. It's wide. You can go from anything to anything and make fun about anything. But the problem with that is then you don't make enough money with that. This course is more focused on how do you make money with YouTube rather than only have viewers and influence. See, true influence, I repeat, true influence is when people are willing to pay you money for who you are. Otherwise, there is no true influence. If 100 million people are watching your videos, I don't believe that is true influence. But after watching your 100 million views, if they are willing to buy a chocolate which you have manufactured, that is true influence. How many of you agree? But if people are not willing to give you a 10 rupee for a 10 rupee chocolate also which you're manufacturing, is that influence? That is not influence at all. Okay, so from my point of view, influence marketing is very clear. It's about, can I gain people's respect enough so that people are willing to pay me money for it. Now, for people to pay me money, I have to talk to one kind of audience, and that is why I don't think of audience. I just think of one person. One person. You decide who's that one person for you. Can you take 10 seconds right now and decide that one person and tell me in the chat window, which is that one kind of person are you willing to talk to? Quickly. Share investors, mothers. Who is willing to learn? Okay, guys, who is willing to learn? Is that a one person? No. There is like, learn what? Guitar? Helping a baby wear diapers? Learn what? You can teach people anything. What are you talking about? You have to be very, 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 very clear. Okay. So tell me that one person in the chat window, whom are you talking to? I'll tell you how you start. Wait. I'll tell you how you start. What is the first thing you see in a human being? What is the first thing you see in a human being? This is how you clarify what that one person is. In the body, the first thing you see is male or female. Is everybody clear? So decide who's your majority audience, male or female. So if you ask Mitesh Khatri, who do you think is my first person I think of when I think of a person in my mind? Can anybody tell me, please? Is it male or is it female? In my case, what do you think? I always think of women first. Why? Because I noticed from my data that 70 to 80% people who purchase my courses are women. 70 to 80% people who go through my content are actually women. Now, it was surprising data for me also. But based on the data I saw, I said, okay, if these are the people who are watching my video more, if these are the people who are sharing my video more, who should I make majority content for? Women. As simple as that. So many of my examples are related to women's results. Okay. So first is male or female. 2. What else will you think about when you're thinking about that one person? This is something we didn't cover in the webinar, so go through it in detail with me. Age group. Perfect. So am I talking to an 18-year-old girl? Am I talking to a 25-year-old girl? Am I talking to a 30 plus? Am I talking to a 40 plus? Am I talking to a 50 plus? Each of their life is very, very different. What do you think? Who am I talking to? Which category am I talking to? In my case, I'm generally talking to, many of you are saying 18 to 50. No. Now, are 18-year-old children attending my programs? Yes. But does that mean I'm primarily focused on them? I'm not focused on them. Who am I focused on? Okay, listen. What am I selling? You have to ask yourself, what are you selling? What do you want to make money with? What am I selling? Can everybody tell me? Courses. But what course am I selling, Baba? Advanced Law of Attraction course. Yes or no? How much is my Advanced LOA course for? 15,000 rupees. I'm doing DMP. How much is that for? 1,000 rupees a month. What is my most expensive program? Platinum membership. Which is how much? About 4 lakhs. Now my question is this, do I want people to eventually buy my DMP, my advanced LOA, or my platinum membership? What is my primary goal? I want people to join platinum. Is that right? Okay, so then I should target people as per DMP, advanced LOA, or platinum. Yes. Now who's going to be my potential platinum member? An 18-year-old student who learns law of attraction with me, or a 30 plus someone? Yes, a 30 plus someone. Now tell me, why not 25? Why 30 plus? Why not 25? Because at 25, people have got a new job and they're enjoying their job. And the priorities at that age are not about achieving goals in life. The priorities at that age are more about enjoying life nowadays. How many of you agree with that? Type in yes if you agree. Which doesn't mean that 25 people are not as serious as 30 plus. There are many. But majority people at 25 are more interested in purchasing courses or going for a holiday. Mostly holiday, right? Now, once people get 30 plus, either they want to be married or they're already married. They have children or they want to have children. Now, which means 30 plus are the people who are now serious about their goals and they have the money to invest in a program. Everybody clear? So, how many of you are getting clear about how to choose that one audience for you? Okay, male, female, age. What comes the third criteria? Can anybody tell me the third criteria? How do I decide? Who do I talk to? Okay, I'm talking mostly to women. So 30% are also men, if 70% are women. Okay, but even these 30% men are going to be what age gap? 20 plus, 30 plus. Again, 30 plus, because I want seriously money-making people who are having goals in their life, right? Okay, so now we've got female 70%, male 30%, age group 30 plus. What else do I need to look at? Quickly. I need to look at their income levels. Do I need to look at their income levels? Okay. So when we look at income levels, who do you think will make more money? A person working in an IT company who is well spoken in English, or somebody who speaks vernacular language in Hindi or Tamil or Malayalam or Bengali or Marathi? Who do you think will have better income in our country right now? That's the reality of life. People who are English spoken people. Yes or no? Do you think if I started creating YouTube videos on Hindi, I could go viral like this? Yes or no? I could. Why am I not creating videos on YouTube on Hindi? Because I know if I want to, while helping people, also want to expand my business, I have to be clear about talking to that one kind of person I'm interested in. And my kind of person is somebody who also has the money to invest in platinum over a period of time. Do you think the Indian language domain, Hindi, Marathi, Malayalam, Telugu, Bengali, will have 4 lakh rupees to pay? Second tier cities, third tier cities, villages, will they have that kind of money to pay? No. Will they view my videos more? Will they thank me more? Will they be my fans more? But will they pay more? No, they don't have. So where will they pay from? You get my point? So I am very clear about the income status at which I am talking to people. So these are people who already have a decent job and their income would be approximately between what? Approximately. Can anybody make a guess? I am talking about an average monthly income of 40 to 50,000 rupees. 50,000 rupees is the average income I'm looking at. Less than 50,000, here is what will happen. They will join my courses, but they will join which courses? They'll not join Platinum. They'll join what? They'll join Advanced LOA, they'll join Wealth Mastery, they'll join 1,000 rupees monthly DMP. But the good news is after 1 or 2 years, when their increment happens in their salaries because of my Advanced LOA course, because of the Wealth Mastery course, when they start making 1 lakh rupees a month in their job, what are they planning to do? They're planning to join Platinum. But that's my future audience. My primary audience still remains people who are at 50,000 rupees per month average. Okay. So now you decide, who are you interested in? If you're not clear about that audience, you will confuse your partner about which kind of people are they going to show you. Now, because I am looking at 50,000 rupees per month audience, I make my videos in English only. Just making my videos in English automatically transfers my content to only people who know English rather than only people who know Hindi. Everybody clear? It automatically upgrades the level of income that people watch my videos for. Next, what else do you think am I clear about my audience when I'm talking to that one person? And again, right now I'm talking about 2 because male, female, but 70% women, 30% male. What else am I looking at? I'm also looking at their cities where they stay. This is called as geography. Now, geography means where do they stay. So if I want someone who's 50,000 rupees monthly average, if I want someone who is interested in advanced LOA or manifestation or life coaching, and if I want someone who can pay eventually 4 lakh rupees in a few months, which city do you think they would be living in? Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3? Mostly Tier 1, very rarely Tier 2. See, I'll tell you why not Tier 2. Tier 2, Tier 3 people don't even believe in counseling and coaching. How many of you agree? Like example, in Tier 1 cities, when a husband and wife have a fight, a modern couple working in an IT company, and if the IT friend or if their manager comes and says, listen, I have this guy I know, he's a very good relationship coach, talk to him, your relationship problem can be solved. Now, if the manager is giving this recommendation in an IT company to a couple who's working there for the last 20 years, well spoken in English, modern family, living in Tier 1 city, do you think they're a little open towards relationship coaching, paying money for coach? Yes, they're open. Now you go to Nagpur or you go to Dhulia, okay, the other part of South, and you tell people you have a problem in marriage, go to this coach, he'll help you solve your marriage problems. The first thing that man will say is, मेरी बीवी के बारे में वो क्या बताएगा? कि मेरी सासू के बारे में वो क्या बताएगा? See, because for them the perspective is, घर का problem कहाँ रहना चाहिए? See, Tier 2, Tier 3 cities have this belief system. घर की problem कहाँ रहनी चाहिए? घर में. Keep your problems in the house. So they'll never talk to coaches. At least not all of them. So do you now see that I'm so clear about my one person? I am talking to Pune, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Dubai. Even in US, here is how I advertise. I look for those places in US. I do advertise in US, by the way. I look for those places in US where the rich Indian communities are living. And now I advertise for those areas. Everybody clear about this? Was this easy or difficult, by the way? Tell me in the chat window. Was this easy or difficult? This is very easy, right? Now you can make it difficult with one greed that you have. And I'll tell you what is that greed. Can anybody tell me what is that greed? The one greed that will kill your YouTube videos. I want everybody to watch my videos. That will kill your YouTube videos. It will not give you money. I guarantee you that. Okay. And I'm telling you, this approach works. I have less views and less subscribers than majority influencers in India, but I'm not boasting this. I make more money than any one of them. Most of them, not any, that would be a lie, but then most of them I make much more money and I gain more respect. How? Because I'm focused on a particular type of person. I'm not focused on entertaining everybody. Everybody clear again? Like that day, somebody told me, Mitesh, one of my friends told me that you should make videos with your bird Genie. How many of you know Genie? He said, you should make everyday videos with what you do with Genie every day. The videos will go viral. Do you think I should? Based on what you've learned? By the way, will the video go viral? Oh, yes. But do you know what kind of people will come on my channel now? Animal lovers. Now, my question is, do you think all animal lovers are going to be English spoken? No, language has nothing to do with them. They're just looking at a bird having fun with a human being, right? Will they all be rich? Will they all be from Tier 1? No. So you see, now my audience is getting confused. When the audience gets confused, why is this critical? Let's go back to your partner. Don't make your partner's job difficult. Your partner gets confused. Now, what is the confusion for the partner? Let's come back to that and then let's close this loop here. What is the main confusion for the partner? Can anybody tell me in the chat window? What is the main confusion for your YouTube partner? Whom to show, but why is that confusion for the partner? Why? Can anybody tell me why? To show it to more people? Yeah, but why is YouTube more interested in taking your video viral? Let's go back to that point. Come on. Why? Why? Because YouTube need to show what on your videos? Ads. Now listen to me carefully. If all your videos are confusing, Okay, that means let's say you have 100 views on 100 subscribers or 100 people watching your channel every month. 100 people watching your channel every month. 20 people are watching beauty related videos. 20 people are watching law of attraction related videos. 20 people are watching birds related videos. 20 people are watching something else because you have made videos of 5 types. Okay. Now, is a beauty company interested in advertising on your channel? No, because they're not getting maximum returns for their money. Everybody write down these 3-letter word ROI, return on investment. Then there is another terminology called ROAS, return on ad spend. ROAS means how much money did I spend on money, and return on ad spend. So if YouTube finds that your channel is confusing, it's not about your virality. It's about, अरे बाबा इसके चैनल पे मैं ad दिखाऊं तो कौन सा दिखाऊं? You getting my point? साबुन दिखाऊं, birds दिखाऊं, manifestation दिखाऊं, क्या दिखाऊं? Now out of that confusion, let's say that YouTube pushes some ads on your channel, but the revenue is less. Again, YouTube is not happy, Mogambo not खुश हुआ, then they will stop creating viral videos out of you. Again, a win-lose relationship. How many of you now are getting crystal clear how to manage your relationship with YouTube? Type in yes if that is getting really, really clear. Always think, will this help YouTube make money? If I'm going to have 5 type of audience, YouTube will not be able to make money. But if I have 1 type of audience, which means, let's say my channel has 100 million students only. Students only. Is YouTube happy or not happy? Only students are coming. Happy or not happy? YouTube is very happy. Can you give me an example of what kind of channels, what kind of ads will YouTube show on a particular channel where only students come? What kind of ads will YouTube show? Will they show edtech companies like Udemy, Unacademy, Byju's? Yes or no? Do you think companies like Byju's and Udemy and Unacademy have a lot of money to pay YouTube? Oh yes, millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Now all that money goes for loss. If they invest in YouTube and YouTube has 100 confusing channels, so now there is no return on investment of the investors' money. So the investors say, यार YouTube के साथ पैसा डाल के कोई फायदा नहीं है, TV पे डाल देते हैं. Now YouTube is competing with whom? National television. YouTube is competing with ZTV. YouTube is competing with business channels. Yes or no? Example, somebody who's a stock market coach will invest in advertising on Z News. How many of you agree? But if he invests money on YouTube, he should actually get more leads. But why will he get more leads? If YouTube has right channels where there are majority audience learning about finance. Simple, not otherwise. So how many of you are realizing that this one person that I spoke to you about in the webinar is much more deeper clarity in today's call rather than just saying one person? Everybody clear now? Okay, perfect. Now let's move to the next step. One person, then in the webinar I told you one more thing. Select your one person and then select for that one person one what? Can anybody remember and tell me in the chat window? Let's see how many people were paying attention. Problem, very good. For that one person, make a list of problems and make sure that one video is focused on one problem or one type of problem at least. Example. Okay, you've decided that you're going to talk to women, but women have all type of problems. Which kind of problems are you talking about? There is a particular channel I know which has 70% women focus, but that channel is about a lady who's only talking about fasting. That's it. So which kind of audience is she talking to? Can you make a guess? Who's interested in which problem solving? She's talking about fasting. Did that give you a hint? Not health, weight loss. Fasting is not about health only. It's 90% about weight loss, 10% about good health. It is actually 90% about good health, but that's not what she's promoting. She's promoting 90% for weight loss, 10% for good health also as a benefit. Now, because she is very good at only talking to women about fasting and weight loss, and she's a woman, now she's getting lots of ads on her channel. She's being invited to many, many channels. How many of you have seen that sometimes very, very big people will go for a podcast on a very small channel? Have you heard about examples like this? And have you been confused कि यार इतना बड़ा आदमी इतने छोटे चैनल पे क्यों गया? Why? Because that channel may have less subscribers, but probably has majority views every month. So the average view duration every month on that channel is very high of a particular type of audience. Example, if you are a channel that is into digital marketing, okay, and you have only 1 lakh subscribers, but monthly you have 10 lakh viewers, is that possible? Subscribers only 1 lakh, but monthly 10 lakh viewers, is that possible or not possible? Possible? Will someone like Siddharth Rajshekar, who's one of the best digital marketers of India, be interested on your channel to either advertise or to come as a podcaster? Will Digital Deepak be interested in coming on your channel as a podcast? If you've got 10 million views in a month, yes. And if you have only 1 lakh subscribers, but if you have 1 million views a month, which is 10 lakh views, let's say go from there to 1 crore. So 10 million views a month, which is like 1 crore views a month. Are they now interested in coming on your channel? But your subscribers are still 1 lakh. Chalega? Chalega, because viewer matters more, AVD matters more, shareability matters more. Clear? So make a decision now, right now. What are the 5 kind of problems that you will solve for people? Like in my case, 70% women, 30% men. Okay. So what is one common problem that I see that I'm trying to solve for people very commonly? Can anybody make a guess? What is one area where many of my DMP members share results in that area very regularly? Very regularly. Getting a job or getting a promotion. You will see these 2 results people have shared maximum in Platinum. I got a job immediately after joining Platinum, or I got a promotion immediately after joining Platinum. That's the first category. The second category is entrepreneurs. Oh, my business started running after joining Platinum. So my point of view is always focused on helping people make more what? Money first. Second, can you tell me what else am I helping people as a problem? I'm trying to find 5 problems here. Tell me 5 problems. First is, now money in itself is a big problem. Don't talk about money as money. Go a little narrow. What is the problem? Job. Increment, write down job. So job is a completely different problem, by the way. It's not the same as money. Increment is a completely different problem as getting a job. Correct? Third, in money area, getting debt free is a problem. How many of you agree? In money area, paying off loans is a problem for homes. How many of you agree? So you see, all these are money related problems that I have written down, and I make videos on these specifically for that one type of person that I'm talking about. But in one video, I only talk about how many problems? 1 problem. Okay. Then there is extra sources of income, but those videos actually don't do really, really well because not everybody is talking about it. Then what else are the problems I'm talking about other than money? To women, remember 70% women, 30% men. What am I talking about? What's my highest selling product after Advanced Law of Attraction course? Anybody remembers? All Platinum members, you know what I'm talking about. Which technique everybody talks about? Hope, nope, no. Does anybody talk as much about affirmations as people talk about hope, nope, no? No. People talk more about hope, nope, no. So why do people talk about hope, nope, no? Can you make a guess? You'll say because it works better. No, that's not the only reason. I have targeted hope, nope, no for a particular type of audience. Healing. Healing means what? I have another very big problem that I'm trying to solve for people, which is emotional healing. Am I talking about physical healing more or emotional healing more? Hello? See, even there I'm being very specific. I'm talking about emotional healing more. Are people getting results in physical healing also? Yes. But is that what I'm trying to highlight? No. Because I'm not trying to compete with doctors. That's not my role, and I'm not trying to get into that. So people will get benefits of physical healing. In fact, the more emotional healing happens, guess what happens? Physical healing happens. So in my Hope Nope No course, have I taught people, how many of you Platinum have gone through Hope Nope No Type and I? Have you gone through the course already? Did I teach you that if you have a migraine, it is related to which emotional problem? Can anybody give me the answer in the chat window quickly? Very good. Overthinking. So if you're overthinking, you're going to have these problems, right? If you've got BP problem, what is the emotional healing required there? High blood pressure. You've got a lot of hurt. See, stress is a very common word. Migraine is also stress and hurt is also stress. Knee pain is also stress. Stress is a very common word. Question is, in your heart, why do you have high blood pressure? Well, that's because you're hurt and you're angry. So what happens when people are angry? What happens to their heartbeat? Show me your hands. Goes high, right? But if people are sad, what happens to their BP? High BP or low BP? Now it's low BP because they're like, oh. So they're calm all the time, they're passive all the time, their BP goes down all the time, they're not breathing enough. This is how I have decided whom am I talking to. I have created products according to that. So because of that, I'm making good money. Okay, is that giving you clarity of problem now? So one person, one type of problem in one video. Have you written down 5 problems that you will talk to people for? Type in yes. Okay, good. Now, third, value. Give value to that one person. But what is value? You have to define that very, very clearly. In my case, if I'm talking about the problem, the value is the solution also. So example, my first problem that I'm talking to people about is getting a job. So what is the value here? Can anybody tell me? What is the value? Is affirmation value? Is hope no value? No, that's not the value. That's not the real value. Job is the value. Okay, but see, if a person is watching my video right now, is he going to get a job right now while watching the video? No. So what would you call value in this video? Anything which is required for him to get a job, giving him those emotions is value. Example, do you think a person who's not getting a job right now requires confidence? Okay, so a low confident person comes on YouTube to my channel, watches my video. At the end of the video, he's super pumped up and he's like, I'm going to get a job. Okay, did he get value from my video? Yes. So what is value? Value is what helps people achieve their end goal. Write this down. Value is what helps people achieve their end goal. So if you can give them the tools, if you can give them the resources, see, methodology is different, tool is different. The methodology is hope no. The methodology is EFT, but the tool is where they using hope no, are they getting healing? Using anchoring NLP technique, are they getting confidence? If they're getting confidence, I've given them the tool, that is value. Now they will pay me money. Everybody clear? If you go to a engineering education tuition teacher, what is value for them? What value do they give you? Obviously, they give you better confidence. They give you more knowledge. Do they also give you the ability to remember more? Do they also give you the ability to give better exams? Yes or no? That's their value. When the child gets that value, the child passes in engineering or in JET. And as a result of that, they say, this tuition teacher is the best tuition teacher in the world. So value always has 2 points. One is the tools which require you to help you to get to that end result, and the end result is the ultimate value. Everybody clear? Now when people get the job, they come back and they give you testimonial saying, you know what, I did Mitesh's DMP, I got a job. Wow. Now I store that testimonial, and in my next YouTube video, I talk about it. This gives word of mouth shareability. Everybody clear? Perfect. So decide what is value in your case, please. Don't decide value is, I'm going to teach hope no. I'm going to teach digital marketing. I'm going to teach playing a guitar. That is not value. Let's take guitar as an example. If you're teaching guitar on your channel, or if you're teaching music on your channel, is teaching guitar the value or is it a method? Tell me the answer in the chat window quickly. Is guitar a value or method? It is just a method for the value they want by using guitar. Can anybody tell me what do people want? Why do people want to learn how to play a guitar? Because they want to connect to the universe and become spiritual and feel like Shri Ravi Shankar. Is that why they want to play guitar? No. So why do they want to play guitar? Okay, listen carefully. The number one reason why people want to play guitar is to impress people. How many of you agree? So, if you're motivating somebody to play a guitar and there are boys sitting, by the way, guitar, boys category, girls category, mostly. Boys category, right? Why? Girls never play guitar to impress boys, Baba. Boys play guitar to impress girls. Yes or no? Correct? And if you're in the video saying, if you play this guitar, you'll be the best musician in the world. Chances of motivation to finish the video, low, medium or high? Okay. If you learn to play guitar with me, I can guarantee you in the next 24 hours, you'll be able to play one song and you'll be able to impress 5 girls. Chances of completing the video, low, medium or high? Now very high. How many of you see the value is keeping the person till the end of the video? Are you clear? It's the hope of that value. And if you can truly deliver that value, brilliant. Okay. Let's take a woman's example. If you're teaching a woman makeup, is makeup a value? Is makeup value? Or is it a methodology? It's a method. It's not value. So what's the value? Now, depending on which age gap you're talking about, if it's 18-year-old girls, you're talking about attracting boys. But if it's a 30+ woman you're talking about, whom you're teaching how to do makeup, what are you talking about? What's the value for a 30+ woman? Is it really attracting her husband? Like, is that what she's thinking about every morning she wakes up? How do I attract my husband more today? Is that what she's really thinking? All the 30+ women, is that what you're thinking about every day? No. What are you talking about? When you do this, learn this new makeup technique, in the next function that you have in your house, all the women will be jealous of you. And they'll be asking like, Kya kiya? How are you looking so pretty? Oh, all the other women will be jealous of me in the next function. Interested or not interested to complete the video? Now, by the way, look at the gallery view. Girls' faces are like tube lights right now, like lighting up right now. Okay, because it's not just looking beautiful, it's also making other women jealous of you. It's like, wow. So, you know, isn't it weird? Nobody wants to feel jealous, but everybody wants to make everybody else jealous, and they find a lot of fun in that. Isn't that crazy? That's the paradox of world. Okay, so let's get clear what is value in your videos, in your YouTube channel. Take 30 seconds, write down on your notes, who are you talking to, what are the problems you're solving for them, and what is value for them. I'm going to switch off my video. Those of you who are on YouTube, please do this exercise with me live. This is an advantage that you're getting of lesson 1 free. Take advantage, do this exercise now. I'm going to keep some music on and tell me at the end of 2 minutes if you got a lot of clarity about how to create your YouTube videos and get higher average view duration and shareability. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go. Okay, now some of you who are thinking, I'm confused, what should I teach? Wrong question. This is an advanced question. The basic question should be, who do I want to talk to? First, who's that one person who I want to talk to? Second, age. So clarify that one person. Then what's the problem for that one person? And then what's the value for that person? Don't directly go to that value part. Okay? One person, one problem, a value. All right, let's stop. For how many of you this is getting helpful? Type in yes if this is very helpful right now, and if this is making your life a little easy about who do I talk to, what problem should I solve, what kind of video should I create, right? Now, when you're creating these kind of videos, overall, here is what you need to master in order to become a very successful entrepreneur on YouTube. If you really want to master this game, okay? I'll do a recap of the first 3 points and then I'll tell you the rest of the 5 points after that. So here we go. First point is talk to one person. Second point is solve problems for them. One problem, one video. Third is offer value in the video. If you have not offered value in the video, if you're just teaching a lot of content and it's just monotonously going on, it's not going to help. They need to get the value that you promised them, and you have to promise that in the beginning of the video. Next, hook. This is very critical. The first 3 seconds of your video starts with a hook. You need to learn how to do research on hooks, and you need to learn how to create hooks. I'm going to teach you that today, and we're going to practice it today. Next, title. Hook is different, title is different. A hook is what you've decided is going to hook that person with you. But a title is what actually they read, and the title is different in the YouTube description of the title, and on the thumbnail what says also has to be different. So you also have to master the techniques of thumbnails. Why? If your hook, title and thumbnail are strong, people will stop and they will click on your videos. I guarantee you this. If this is good, clickability will be there. But if this is not good, people will keep scrolling. Now, one warning here. Many people, what they do is they do clickbait. Everybody write down this terminology called clickbait. Clickbait means it's a bait to click, but it's actually a lie. Example. They'll make a kind of a video that says, watch this to make 1 lakh rupees per day. And actually it's a lie. You can't achieve that with trading, for an example, but you're just making that thumbnail so you make people click on it. That's called clickbait. Will you lose trust with people or will you gain trust with people? If you have clickbait clicks, you'll lose trust. And as a result of that, you will not get money from people. You will not get respect from people. So don't do clickbait. How to do genuine, authentic. I will show you that here, how to create hooks. And there is a way to do it. There's a formula to do it. There's a title, there is a thumbnail. This will stop people and bring people into your channel. Next. This will increase your average view duration, your story formula. There is a formula in how to tell the story, how to start the story, what you do in the middle of the story, how to end the story. If you understand how to tell a story, you can keep a person engaged for 8 hours. If you don't know how to engage people in a story, you will be bored in a 1 minute shot and you'll scroll this video in 30 seconds. How many of you agree that a 3-hour movie is a very difficult job to keep people inside the theater? Raise your hands if you agree with me. It's a very difficult job. In today's world, keeping people engaged in a 3-hour movie in a theater is very difficult because nowadays people have Netflix where they can forward the movie and watch it later. Yes or no? So if somebody is watching that movie in the theater and is not ready to, and doesn't realize where the 3 hour flies away. Have you seen a movie like this where you feel, "Arey, khatam ho gayi movie. It's gone." And you're like, you're almost disappointed that the movie is over. How many of you have had that experience? Now, when does that happen? When the storytelling is so brilliant that that we are able to create higher average view duration with you. Everybody clear? I'll teach you this technique today. Story formula and final CTA. If you don't do this, you have just transferred yourself from education to entertainment world. All the people who are in the entertainment world will tell you this very clearly. Do not do CTA in your videos. Let people on their own decide to do CTA with you. Now, what is the full form of CTA? Everybody write this down. Call to action. Call to action. That's the terminology you need to learn. Call to action means you're basically telling people, okay guys, you loved this video, hit the subscribe button and share this video with 3 friends right now. Now this invitation that you're giving to take action, my belief is, if you don't, even if your video is a great video, if you don't tell people to take action, they don't think of taking action. Everything you say to people is like a seed in their subconscious mind. You put that seed, it starts growing over a period of time. So I love doing CTA, and I believe this is where the money comes from. And I have experimented this. I tried this. How many of you have heard about Ankur Variku? So I once met Ankur Variku in a program called NAS Daily, where I was talking to him about how many subscribers he has, how many views he has, how much money he makes from that. And he said, my number one rule is I never promote my business on YouTube. That's my number one rule. Now, I respect his point of view, but I tried doing that for me. I learned from him. I came back and I thought he's bigger than me. I should learn from him with an open mind. So I created 3 videos in a month with 0 call to action. And then I tracked how many people in that video went to the description section, clicked on a link, subscribed to either my DMP or to any other program. And you can create trackable links, by the way, where you can track how many people clicked on that link, and you can create how many people subscribe to that link by using a login form. So I saw, make a guess, how many people compared to who watched the video went into the description and clicked and subscribed to anything in that video. Can you make a guess how much percentage? In my case, in those 3 videos, was 2%. And I was not very happy with that. So I was like, no, yeah, this is too low. Then again, I took higher videos where I said, I'm going to make the videos as per this formula, but now I'm going to do call to action consistently. As I started doing call to action, number of people who subscribed based on that call to action were how many? Make a guess. Not more than 10%. If you're thinking 40, 50%, it's not true. Just about 10%. But 2 would be too low for me. So I said, okay, between 5 to 10% is a good number. Now, if those 5 to 10% don't subscribe, question is this. In this partnership called YouTube, I'm doing all this. YouTube is getting ads. YouTube is making money. YouTube is also giving me money from the ads. I get that. But if I'm not selling courses, is it a win-win relationship or is it a win-lose relationship? Give me the answer in the chat window, please. It's a win-lose relationship. Everybody clear about this? So don't play win-lose towards yourself. Don't play win-lose towards your partner. It has to be a win-win relationship. You must do call to action in the end. Now, you don't actually always do call to action in the end. This is just a sequence I'm showing. In the story formula, you do call to action after the second value point that you give. I'll tell you how you look at that. I'll be teaching you this later, how you look at the data of your YouTube videos and you check that what is your AVD, which means if you make all your videos of 10 to 15 minutes, your average view duration minutes is how many? Now in my case, can you make a guess? I make many of my videos at 20 minutes, many of my videos are 10 minutes, and many of my videos are 30 minutes. Can you make a guess what is my AVD? My average view duration? It's 5 minutes, to be precise, which means maximum 5 minutes people watch my video and then they skip to another video or another video or another video. So out of 10 minutes or 20 minutes, even half an hour videos, I have seen my average view duration is how much? 5 minutes. So I made 2 changes based on that data that I got. The first change I made was my videos became smaller. From 10 minutes, I started making 5 to 6 minute long form videos. So for me now, long form is no more 10 to 15 minutes, it's 5 to 6 minutes. But I still make 10 to 15 minute videos also. Why? Even though my AVD would be low because I have got 10 minutes of video and 5%, only 5 minutes of videos I've seen, but there are some percentage of people who still watch 8 to 9 minutes. Yes or no? Who am I interested in? Those few people who go beyond 5 minutes. I am interested in those people and purposely I create long form content for them. Everybody clear? So many times I'll create a half an hour video and my social media team sometimes say half an hour is too much. No, I want long-term videos also because these 30-minute videos, those people who watch my 30-minute videos, they are my buyers. How many of you got this? They are my buyers. Do you think 3-minute people, watchers are my buyers? Not really. So shorts will always give you awareness. Long form will give you sales. Write this down. Shorts will give me awareness, which means more and more people will be aware about me. More and more people will be attentive about me. But the long form will give me sales. Depending on channel, by the way. If you're on TikTok or Instagram, you can create sales. But in YouTube, typically shorts creates awareness, not sales. But in Facebook, in Instagram, in TikTok, you can create sales. Why? You'll observe in Facebook, on a short video, they have an option of there's a button to click to go to another sales page. How many of you have seen that? Have you ever purchased something for 100 or 200 rupees like that from Facebook? You saw a small video, clicked on it, bought something. Yes? Can you do that on YouTube Shorts? Not really. In YouTube Shorts, you keep scrolling, right? Instagram also, you can do that to quite an extent, but it's not very powerful. TikTok is very powerful in that, but then we don't have TikTok in India. It's in US. Many people are using TikTok by using a VPN channel, which is basically a way of telling your Wi-Fi in a way that I'm in US right now instead of India, and then creating a TikTok channel. So CTA has to be done very strategically. I will be showing you all of that today. I want you to memorize this because this is what you need to master. That's it. Of course, this is going to be 2 days, but memorize this. And I want you to go into Zoom room and share 2 things. First thing I want you to share is, what have you decided about these first 3 points? Who's the one person you want to talk to? What are some of the problems you've decided you want to solve for them? What's value for you in those particular videos? So 5 problems, 5 value points, correct? If you're teaching makeup, that's a different problem. But then the value there is not makeup. The value there is that many people will be jealous of you, and in your functions, you will be the center of attention of the 100 women crowd over there. That would be value for them. If you're teaching guitar, the problem may be teaching them a guitar, but that's not the real value. The real value is you'll be able to impress girls. Get this? So share that with others. The reason I'm shifting into Zoom room is because when you listen to other people's point of view here, you'll get a lot of clarity here. But when you go into Zoom room, you have to follow a particular protocol. Now, platinum members already know this, but because non-platinum members are also here, let's follow the protocol. Everybody, please come to the gallery view. Okay, raise your hands and take your one finger like this. Say no question answers in the Zoom room, which means that you are not allowed to ask any questions about this method in the Zoom room. This method is taught to me by you. There's no point going out there and asking questions to each other for clarification. That will just waste your time. 2 fingers like this, no discussions in the Zoom room. That means no unnecessary discussions about when did you join Platinum, what do you do, where are you from, which city are you attending from. Don't do all that. Only focus on sharing these 3 points and then memorize and share that. Okay, do you remember what do you need to master in your YouTube? So 2 points to share. This part, the first 3 points, and then the rest of the part as a memory technique that have you memorize these points. Do this and then come back in exactly 15 minutes. There will be about 20 to 25 people in your Zoom room. So one person is maximum allowed to take how many minutes? 3 minutes. Okay. If there are some members in Platinum who have already created some magical results, you're welcome to share those results about how many YouTube videos have you created using this formula that you've already learned from me before. Now, do not share any kind of mobile number in the chat window. Do not share any email ID in the chat window. Do not do any kind of direct or indirect promotions in the chat window. If you come back and somebody tells me that you've been promoting yourself in the chat window, I will be forced to remove you from this course today. Whether you're a Platinum member or not, we will be forced to remove you from today because you're disturbing other people. So make sure that you don't do any kind of direct or indirect marketing. Remain ethically moral towards learning as a value system, not promotion. Everybody okay with that? Perfect. Thank you very much. Shifting into Zoom rooms now. Okay, so here we go. Breakout rooms. Let's see how many people will you have in your rooms today. Okay, looks like you will have 19 to 20 people and you'll have 15 minutes. Okay, here we go. Your time starts now. Here we go. All right. I'm just gonna take these points off the screen. Okay, now those of you who are on YouTube live with me, first lesson is complete here. I hope you got more value from this video than the introduction webinar that you probably already saw with me. And if yes, like the channel, share this video with as many friends as you can. And if you want to be part of this workshop right now with me, where you want to learn this entire science in 2 days, you want to practice with me, you want to create videos with me, you're welcome to join. Normally, all my workshops are priced at a minimum of 15,000 rupees, but today we have planned to keep YouTube course at 9,999 rupees. But because you're live right now, we have reduced the fees further for you. For the next 10 minutes, there is a discount, and that discount is 5,999 rupees only. There's a link for you in the chat of YouTube. Click on it, quickly purchase. After you purchase, check your email instantly. But please make sure that when you're making the payment, double check your email ID. If you make a mistake in the email ID, obviously you won't get email to join the Zoom link. So double check your email ID when you're joining the course. Double check your email ID, double check your mobile number, because you can also get a WhatsApp of those details. So immediately after that, check your emails. Come quickly here to Zoom so that we can start practicing and helping you become an entrepreneur of YouTube. After you join and you've made the payment, you can also directly go to this link. After about 2 minutes of making the payment, you can go to this link, miteshkhatri.com/Zoom, and put in your email ID. You will see a single page platform where you'll see an email ID option for you. If you add your email ID there, automatically you'll get logged into Zoom, but this will only happen after you've made the payment, as my system will verify your payment in the backend. In case you're not able to get the details of joining even after you have paid, contact my team at this email ID, contact@miteshkhatri.com. Okay. With that, time is up from my side. I will see you soon in the next YouTube video. I hope today's video got value for you, and I hope you will share this with minimum 3 friends of yours about how they can also become YouTubers. Okay. See you soon.